Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are going to be doing some major organizing to my spice drawer. It has gotten out of control where I've just started to throw spices on top of each other, and I have spices in other areas as well. And I'm honestly just tired of it. So I am going to clean everything out. I'm throwing out a bunch of expired spices, and I even have like backup spices in the container above right here that I completely forgot about. So there will be a lot of things getting thrown out. So I went on Amazon to buy the spice jars as well as the labels. The spice jars came with some labels that were already pre-printed with a lot of spices actually, but I did have to end up writing some that you will see later. And here are the spice jars that I'll be using. It came in a pack of 24 and it came with this funnel as well. If I can figure out how to link it below, I will. I do really recommend these. And if you do like cleaning and organizing videos, lifestyle videos, basically anything to help motivate you to get your life together, please consider subscribing down below and let's get started. So I'm starting this process off by taking out all of the spices out of the drawer. This way it is easier to clean it and just wipe everything down before putting the glass jars in. And here I'm just taking all the spices out of that cabinet that you saw earlier, along with that extra basket with all of the extra spices I had. I figured it would be easier to take the vacuum hose and just kind of suck up all of the crumbs and spices that fell out, and it definitely was easier. And I'm just taking my Mrs. Meyer spray and wiping the drawer down. Before putting all of the spices in the glass jars, I'm just going through everything now to look at the expiration dates. Some of them were wiped off, some of them were just so difficult to find, but at the end I did end up throwing out quite a bit because they had expired, or even if I couldn't find an expiration date, if I noticed it was clumped up, I just threw it out. And finally, it is time to transfer the spices. Some of them were a little more difficult to put in than others. I'm not really sure why, but some of them took just a really long time to get through that little funnel. As you see here, I had to use a knife on actually a lot of spices and kind of just like dig it in to help it go through. But yeah, it was worth it, but it was just quite tedious to keep doing that. Like I mentioned before, the labels already came pre-printed with quite a bit of spices. So I decided to go with this style, which I kind of regret and you'll see later. But I am such a perfectionist and it kept taking me a few tries to get it on. But then I noticed that my fingerprint was on the back of the label and it kind of showed through. So I realized I kind of had to go quick. But yeah, the labels were really simple. They were really nice, but you'll see why I kind of wish I went with the other ones later on. So for the spices that did not have a pre-printed label, I had to write it in these black circles. Don't mind the lint on my hair. I realized it while I was going through editing the video. So don't mind. I was probably laying down on a blanket or something. But anyway, I was having the most difficult time trying to get this chalkboard pen to work, and then I read the instructions saying that I had to shake it. So it took a few tries and I finally got it to work. Now that all the labels are on, I, for some reason, decided to alphabetize all the spices. Not really sure how long that will last. We will see. But for now, I wanted it in alphabetical order. So I am doing that first. And then I am going to put them in the drawer. And here is the final result. I am really happy with how it turned out besides the labels, but I am probably going to end up switching that. But I'm really happy with how clean everything looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below and I'll see you next time. Bye!